Do you feel like severance tax? I mean, is that going to be an issue that's resolved anytime soon?
Well, I think we've set up a process, and I think you've all followed it enough to understand that process and the report. Uh, you want to talk a little bit about the
If I
report?
may,
You've been, he
well,
was
it's
integral.
actually a recommendation that was made by an informal working group that convened during the summer. It's quite an extensive document, and if you haven't read it, I would encourage you to do so. But make no mistake, in accordance with the Ohio Revised Code, it's the purview of the 2020 Tax Policy Commission to make that report. So whether or not, and I'm a member of that commission, whether or not the commission decides to take the recommendations by the informal working group and rubber stamp it and say that's the report, remains to be seen. We've only had one commission meeting, and that was an organizational meeting, so we'll just have to see what happens in future commission meetings and whether or not those recommendations of the informal working group become the formal report by the commission.
I think we have time for one more question.
Is there an amount of money that you're thinking that you want to put towards this medical marijuana issue if you choose
I'm not going to get into the specifics about where we're going. Like I said, I think I've been very clear that we've got to take a measured approach. We've still got a lot of work to do on a process here, and we'll let that work. Is there another question?
Just as an extension of that, I'm just
No,
wondering.
is there another question? Not as an extension. Is there another question? I've been I think we've answered a lot of these questions on where we're going. I'm not going to keep repeating myself on the same notion, because that's where we'll go.
I don't know if you've heard or not that the feds have put additional new restrictions on the charter school grant that was given to Ohio this morning. It's been a while since we've all talked to you. Are you still comfortable that we've gotten to the bottom of the apparent misdeeds in that Department of Education, that everything has come out and everything from this day forward is just fine over there?
Well, I know this. The General Assembly has enacted on some real true reforms with House Bill 2, and I'm extremely proud of that. And because of the result of what we've been able to accomplish with House Bill 2, now the state's going to be able to look and monitor these dollars even more effectively and efficiently than they ever have. And so, that's what we have to continue to look forward to, is the forward and not the back, but ensure that we're doing the right things to protect the kids of the state. I'm really proud of the legislature moving forward on House Bill 2. And look, there's probably going to be other areas that we need to look at in the future, there's no doubt, but more importantly, we also got to look at how everyone, whether it's the charters, whether it's e-schools, whether it's public schools, there's a lot of different variations to how these performance standards are held. And sometimes one doesn't know how the other's operating. And so there's other areas that we have to clear up in this whole environment. And we're going to, I think, as we continue to move forward in the 16, you're going to see us look at those things. So thank you all very much. Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Speaker.
Oh, and one quick question on housekeeping. Do you all, so